Hi, I'm Mrs. Atwater. I'd like you to welcome to Cultural Perspectives class. Just want to say hello and introduce myself and say that I am really looking forward to this school year. I'm looking forward especially to getting to know each of you on a personal level, to really getting to know your personalities and your strengths and to grow with you throughout the school year. I have three goals for you this school year, and I'd like to focus on uh, those three goals no matter what we read or what we're talking about or what we're doing. I want you to focus on reading and on writing and on thinking. Those are the three main areas that we'll be focusing on this year. So, first of all, with reading, I'm sure you all read. I'm sure you know how to read. I'm sure many of you like to read. What we'd like to do this year is to take what we're reading, the different texts that we're using, and to go deeper, to take what we read on a surface level and to dig, to find deeper meaning to what we read, and to really open our minds to other perspectives, and how those perspectives relate to our own. So we'll be reading a whole bunch. We'll be doing a lot of writing, because when we read and we form our own thoughts, what good does that do if we can't then take those thoughts and put them on the page? So we'll be having lots of writing practice. My hope for you is that you would grow tremendously this year in your writing, in your thought processing, and then finally, I'd like you to be critical thinkers. I'd like you to not take things at face value and just say, okay, this is what it is. I want you to be constantly asking why. I want you to be saying when you agree with something or disagree with something, and why you do. I want you to ask the questions, what do I think? And how do other perspectives in the world and in society relate to mine? How do they differ? How can I open my mind in a more broad way to consider other perspectives? Part of what we'll be doing this year is looking at human nature, the natural world, religion, and political community, and thinking about the culture of all that, and putting our own perspectives out there and on the page. So we'll be looking at a lot of readings from global sources, from non-Western sources, which here in the United States we are considered. This is a Western world. We'll be looking at even some readings from beyond the United States. So that should be really exciting. Hopefully we are, not hopefully, but we will be reading things that you have not read before, some things that are, that will be new to you, that will hopefully create some new thoughts and reactions from you. So looking forward to that. Here are a few class expectations. They're really simple, but I think they are worth being said. Number one, come to class pretty basic, pretty logical. You want to be here. If you're not here in class, then you miss a whole lot. And it is possible. Part of the nature of cyber school is that it is possible, if you do miss a class, for you to go and make that work up. Everything is right here in your computer. But there's just something about being in class, where we're all here, we're all discussing, and you can ask questions right away and have them answered right away. Being in class is really important. So do your best to make it to class every time you have it, every time it's scheduled for you. Second, you are expected to participate in classwork. So once you're here, you are doing things. Here are four big ways that you'll be participating: through class discussions, through writing practice, which I mentioned before. You do lots of writing; through group work. Okay, sometimes you'll be working on your own, sometimes you'll be working with a small group, sometimes you'll be working with the big group, it all depends. And then finally, sharing with the class what you're learning, being accountable with what you're learning. So, those 4 ways you're expected to participate in class. And then finally, use office hours. Every teacher in the school, we all have the same office hours. But they are in place every single day, and they are in place for you. So every day at 3 o'clock, from 3 o'clock to 3:40, we are available for you, for extra help, for questions. Sometimes I may reach out to you and say, "Hey, why don't you come on by during office hours? Why don't we set up a classroom? We can have some extra practice together, or why don't you stop by the center?" So those office hours are for you. Use them. Again, I'm so excited for this school year. I hope you are too. Can't wait to meet you all. And we'll see you soon.